It's the 10 to 1 podcast with your host, Brad Oman, featuring Ben Conowitz and Nate Laux. And here's the podcast.
Welcome back, friends. Welcome
Jack
back.
Black is back.
Black and white, Jack, black and white.
Oh, easy.
All right.
I'm excited too.
Go.
I was very excited for this episode, boys and girls. I was very excited.
He's a charismatic little fella.
Darn, he carries a room.
I love him.
He is a treasure.
He's a national treasure.
A national treasure.
Yeah.
An international
treasure. Yeah.
And Jack Black became the 29th member of the Five Timers Club. Brad, name all 28 other.
Ginger Spice.
Yep.
Posh Spice.
Yep.
Baby Spice.
Okay, this bit is old.
Scary Spice.
What's the other one? Sporty Spice.
Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight.
I read this week that it took Jack Black 8,841 days from his first hosting appearance in 2002 to finally earn his Five Timers jacket. The same number of days it took Drew Barrymore, who first hosted as a child. That is a long frickin' time.
It is. That's fun.
To get
That's
5
a fun
years.
little fact.
Yeah. Drew Barrymore. I wonder when she did her Five Timers. Has she been more than 5? You think?
I'm pretty sure she is in the Five Timers Club.
She is, but I wonder if she's done like 6 or 7 by now.
It might be 6.
She would have hosted in the Sandler days, right? Because of all that relationship. And then after that, I wonder when's the last time she hosted? Do we know?
No, I don't have it up. But
Well, somebody else can look that up. Drop in the comments for us. We are lazy.
But it is fun, though, that Jack Black is back after about a year. I think he was on last April. And then there was a big gap. 2005 was his 3rd time.
Yeah.
So I love having him back, and I am ready to have him every year.
Yes.
He's fantastic.
He is. He's a treasure.
Love him. So if you didn't listen to our other episode, we did review SNL UK. Before we get too far into this episode, did you guys watch any more of those or no?
I haven't got a chance to watch the Jamie Dornan episode, and the Riz Ahmed episode is probably coming out right now as we're recording this on Sunday evening. So
I did watch it.
You did?
Yep.
Okay.
Was it easier the second time when you watched it because you knew a little bit of the cast a little bit more, or
I knew a little bit of what to think, what to expect from certain cast members. I will say again, a lot of references, of course, that just do not translate. Definitely had closed captioning on because I'm an idiot.
Oh, it's fish and chips, isn't it?
Got a lot of that,
Governor?
It's funny though, because just to give you a little of what that was, Jamie Dornan is a very attractive man.
Yes.
And so just like in the American version, the sketches revolve around that quite a bit.
Oh, they lordied him?
Not all the way, but there were definitely a couple sketches where it's just about him being attractive.
Well, you can't ignore that.
I get it. No, it was a fun episode. It was fine. I did nothing to write home about, really. Just but not bad.
As a bit of a correction, I didn't realize this at the time that we recorded, but the initial episode order for this season of SNL UK was 6, but it actually got expanded before the premiere to 8. So there'll be 8 total
I don't know
episodes.
was it before the premiere?
It was.
Okay. $2.3 million an episode.
Yeah, that's how much it costs. So we called it cheap, and we were wrong.
I'm sorry to say that.
I love it when we're that wrong.
Drew Barrymore has hosted 6 times, her last one being in 2009.
It's been a while.
99, 2001, 2004, 2007, and
she should do it again.
2009. Sorry, and then, of course, in 1982.
Well, that was when she was
a
just
child.
It was
child.
E.T.
Yeah.
All right, so, cold, my open.
All right, cold open. NCAA post-game show set during the Final Four post-game show on TBS. Charles Barkley, paid by Kenan Thompson, keeps going off script, riffing on the Trump administration's immigration policies, the Artemis mission, and online betting site Kalshi. He specifically calls out Pam Bondi's recent firing as Attorney General, which prompts Bondi, played by Ashley Padilla, to show up for equal time. James Austin Johnson does not play Trump in this cold open. He plays instead Ernie Johnson. What did you think of this one, Brad?
If anything, it was very refreshing to have something like this as opposed to a press conference or, something where a sketch is interrupted by Trump or something like that. It was nice that this did have some political flair to it, but it was prominently focused on Charles Barkley doing things as opposed to any politician. Throwing the Pam Bondi stuff in there, it felt like it was a little bit shoehorned.
It is.
But it's overall, I thought it was fine. It was better than most of the stuff that we get for the cold open, I think. And Keenan's Charles Barkley is always, just solid. Yeah.
I will add to that. I'll agree. The lack of another black cast member hurts here because you'd love to see Shaq.
Of course.
So Jay Farrow was probably busy or doesn't want to help.
Yeah.
But man, seeing that is a dynamic on SNL that works almost every time. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd love to see that. But I thought the Bondi stuff was definitely shoehorned in. They didn't need it as much, especially when the escalation was the diatribe that Charles Barkley could go on again.
Did you not like Ashley Padilla's impression, or you just
No. Just the idea of including that as part of what was happening. It just didn't seem. It felt like it came out of right field, and it didn't really feel like it needed to be there.
It's funny too because they put her right in the middle.
Yeah,
and it's like that's pretty apropos.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
The sketch.
Also, to follow up on what you said too about the SNL lacking and having black cast members, Devin Walker made a little bit of a comment over the weekend where it's like SNL's all white. It's the 90s again.
Yeah. And then the first comment down below where, of course, Cam Patterson and Keaton Thompson's face is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But that's not to say that they don't have a diversity problem. They do.
Yeah, they 100% do.
All right, moving on. Monologue, Five Timers Club by Jack Black. Comedian, actor, musician, and five-time host Jack Black discusses joining SNL's Five Timers Club only to realize it's taken a darker turn. The segment features cameos by SNL alum Tina Fey, Candice Bergen, Jonah Hill, and Melissa McCarthy. And Jack Black also performs a cover of White Stripes' Seven Nation Army. Jack Black is a performer. And so when he is on, actually now, from last season's episode to this season, I just want to see him do monologues almost because he's so good at it. Mm-hmm. He is such a good performer for monologues. He is kind of just like perfectly casted for this. And we don't often have great monologues anymore. It doesn't seem like anything anyway. And I just think he knocked it out of the park. What'd you think of this one, Ben?
So I like this a lot because of Jack Black. And I say that because everything else by comparison then felt a little low energy. Like I love Tina Fey, obviously. I love Melissa McCarthy. I love everybody. I think that putting Jonah Hill up first with him kind of killed it a bit because I think that Jonah Hill's a little problematic in the first place, but just like he didn't really bring a huge energy to it. It was just very much kind of just there.
Agreed.
So that
Jonah
kind of
was probably the weak link.
He was having a lot of fun though.
Sure.
No, he wasn't though.
But
on
I need
stage when they were
to be
dancing, like at the end, he wasn't.
I need to be having fun.
Barely
I'm the audience.
I thought he was having fun.
No, rewatch it. He was not having fun. Yeah, he wasn't.
If you see all the pictures and stuff that I posted with him and everything, like he looks like he's like so happy to be
and
there.
that's fine because somebody's giving him a shot. That's great. The idea though is that you got to match Jack Black's energy. In my opinion, you should.
Yeah.
Tina Fey did.
But it's harder even then because then they cut to a place where he's like, let's bring the rock. And then the guitar and everything sounds so far away because it is physically.
Yeah.
So then he's putting his hands down.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm waiting for this big sound. And it was this muted, like, in the background. And I was like, oh, well, that's not doing what it's supposed to do. And it made me feel bad because I was like, oh, I really wanted it to be cool.
Yeah, it did feel like the timing was off there. But also, I did love them having Jack White show up and knock out Domingo, and Jack White is really funny. He's a genuinely funny person.
That was my last note: is that he was the best part of that, other than Jack Black, and that's great because this is the host of the musical guest, so you're glad that they're doing the best out of everybody.
How about also the Paddington coat?
Paddington coat killed.
Yeah,
that's good.
Solid. Also, a little bit of a nod to SNL UK. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And then the will be white black. That was great.
Yes,
that's a great end.
Tina Fey has now appeared in five timers.
I can't believe they didn't bring out even another jacket on top of it.
I did like that spin of the Five Timers Club was going on for so long that it's just not good anymore.
Absolutely.
And there were parts, I think, I agree, it got a little messy. I don't think the band and him was synced perfectly.
Yeah.
But
I love the attempt though, because it was for a monologue, especially
so
it's a big monologue.
Fun. It was I love going for the
I do not blame them whatsoever. It's one of those things I just wish it had hit where they wanted, because as written, as designed, that's a great bit. There we go.
All right, moving on. Kathy, Ashley Padilla plays Kathy, a loud, oblivious coworker who keeps trying to wedge herself into her colleague's lunch conversation. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Brad, how when you and I talk about business and talk about
Hey,
stuff.
you guys talking TV?
And honestly, we could be talking
You
about
guys talking TV?
anything other than TV.
He won't say.
He won't say anything.
Okay. So anyway,
Hey, you guys talking TV?
Just ignore him. Don't.
I'm gonna
give him-
scream. I'm gonna quit.
Okay.
I'm gonna quit.
As I was telling you.
So you
the
guys
other day-
talking TV?
So the patience for this bit
100%.
is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, Nate, what did you think?
That was just it. I kept on thinking, say something to her.
Yeah, I was so impressed they did it for as long as they did.
Like, somebody say something. It's driving me crazy. She did such a good job of playing a person that would annoy the crap out of me.
Absolutely.
Because
and it wasn't so. Padilla walks, or the writers, I guess, walked the line here very well. Crushing up your pills in your nachos is weird, but not like in the real world it was break the moment.
Yeah.
So she kept doing things that were just weird enough.
Yeah.
Like Grasshopper Phone playing the numbers game like that. Oh wait, they have 8? Gosh darn. I mean, that's funny stuff.
And I think just weird enough to laugh for me was kind of how I described the sketch. I didn't think it was great, but it was just weird enough for me to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm having fun. It's fun enough.
Yeah. And Jack Black has the best on-camera whisper. Man, it's to the back of the room.
Yeah.
You can absolutely hear everything he's saying, and it still works. I loved that.
Yeah. What about you, Brett?
No, this was hilarious, and it's because of the patience required, and because they knew to play it out to like its full potential and like not shorten it, not cheapen it. That's what made it really fun.
Watched it a couple of times just so I could try to see the cast members' faces and if anybody would. And there was one moment where Keenan smirks the way he would do if he was breaking. I was like, there it is. That's what I'm there for.
Exactly. I was surprised that Ashley Dia didn't break a little bit, because just to keep on going,
saying the same thing in the exact same tone that many times.
Man. It takes. I mean, she's got to feel it in her stomach. I hope this works.
Right.
You know, because that's just such anxiety.
You're committed to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Good for her.
All right. Next is a pre-tape, Words to Live By. This was a parody of sentimental country ballads about dying loved ones' final words of wisdom. The conceit: every singer received profound wisdom in an emotionally resonant moment from a grandfather's deathbed, from a wise man atop a mountain, but they've completely forgotten what those words actually were. Does this... So we could talk a couple different elements. Whenever they do a song, I always like to talk, is the song a banger? Is it a good song? But also, does the humor part of this work for you, Brad? Like, did you find this funny enough?
Yeah, I think that, especially because the style of the song is exactly what you would expect for a song that, if this is what actually the song was about, they nailed the tone of that. James Austin Johnson does country very well, it felt very genuine. I wouldn't call the song a banger, but it's definitely very catchy, and it's good at like zeroing in on what that song is supposed to be.
Tim McGraw song is what it reminded me of. I was
Is it my
skydiving and
voice?
Rocky Mountain climbing. Yeah. 2.7 seconds. On a bull named Fu Manchu. So yeah, but that's the kind of ballad,
Exactly.
right? That it is. Or not ballad, but
I'm just saying, you know a lot of the lyrics of this.
Listen, it's a very cliche song for a reason. I like that song.
But I also like that they changed up how the forgetting played out in each verse. So like the fact that the second one was Jack Black's character, and he got a text from his wife and got distracted and forgot what it was.
Which, by the way, is the most relatable thing that SNL has done in years.
Yeah.
Like, especially because they say it's in Google Calendar. I'm like, yeah, that's my life.
Right.
Is Ashley texting me something and me forgetting what I was doing and then checking the calendar.
She's right. It wasn't the calendar.
It wasn't the calendar.
But it was my kid, and I just figured kids are dumb as hell.
Yeah. And that was my favorite part, actually, is that the third one turned into something completely different.
Exactly. So thank you. Because the escalation, right?
Yeah.
It does. I'm thinking, okay, I literally was saying to myself, it's going to be another of James Austin Johnson's version or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thank God Dismukes is just Mukes.
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
Like, what do you know? You got like 30 Pokemon cards. It's pretty relatable.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I thought the comedy in this is great. I think the escalation's great. It wasn't as an earworm for me as much.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
It doesn't need to.
It was very well done.
All right, moving on, self-defense class. Jack Black and Marcelo Hernandez play martial arts instructors teaching a wildly unorthodox self-defense class built around their signature move, the stop it technique. Brad, what did you think of this one?
This one was strangely satisfying because I have no idea what Marcelo Hernandez and Jack Black decided to do for their voices. They're vaguely Swedish.
Yep. It's an accent that me as a white man I can do.
Actually,
finally.
You know what it sounds like? Because
I feel because I was like I paused. I go, oh my god, it's not Spanish. It's not a Mexican accent. It's nothing.
So I'm half Mexican, and my dad's side was Swedish.
Yeah.
The accent that Marcelo Hernandez is doing sounds like what my accent should be.
It was, because there's like, it's slightly Greek at times. Like, I don't know. It was wonderful.
It was really funny. And the physical stuff from it, the random interjections from Ben Marshall's character,
Dude,
like really took it to a new level.
That punch was so,
I think
the timing was
were
perfect.
some of the best part of it. The students were
absolutely. That was great.
But Jack Black and our Marcelo have a great chemistry, though. They really
see the roll at the end over his back? That was really cool.
And there's so much different speeds happening here, too, because on top of that, you also have Colhane coming at the end and being like the weird,
right, eating a caterpillar. Like, that. Okay, I will admit it did end very strangely, but the whole thing was strange.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was a very strange ending.
Absolutely.
I have seen on Instagram. I follow it appears in my feed sometimes where there's these
feet pics.
I know. These karate people where they clearly they're like doing Haryukens as if they're real. You know?
Oh yeah, I've seen those where it's like the actual energy of the wind is going to actually push you back.
And I kind of thought of that this one. I'm like, but
wait a second. They can do it though. I felt, I felt it.
You know, one thing that I saw in this that I loved is it really showcases that yes, Jack Black is a big boy, but he's flexible AF.
Guy, he's one of the most agile, beefy guys out there.
And so there's some Farleyisms there.
Yeah,
because Chris Farley could do those exact moves.
No, exactly.
I mean, he was incredible, and there's a lot of funny fat there.
And Jack Black's going to be 57 pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
he's
not young, right? And so pretty amazing.
Why do I look that I'm the same age as him then?
Well,
because we're going to talk about it off the air?
No.
Wait, does he look? I look younger than him at least.
So you're so good.
But you agree that I look?
Oh,
what was next?
Carry on, my wayward son. This was a sketch cutting between a kitchen full of wives catching up and a living room full of husbands who have nothing in common and can barely speak to each other. The husband's awkward small talk gradually gives way to a spontaneous, uncontrollable rendition of Kansas's Carry On, Wayward Son, which is a freaking banger.
So I will stop this. I want to ask, there's obviously a difference between being able to really sing, and then there are what I was called sketch singers.
Yeah.
You can kind of carry a tune enough so it's not bad enough. It doesn't ruin the sketch, right? Now, Brad, I feel like you'd be at least a sketch singer, if not above. Like you can carry a tune.
Sing something for us.
Yeah,
So,
I would say
so. Can you give us a little like if you had to?
Carry On, My Wayward Son is a little bit like out of my range.
Because that is a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
So does that mean then that all of those guys are a little bit above sketch singers?
I would say, I know James Austin Johnson is for sure.
We know that for
like
sure.
a legit. He can sing like opera.
Yeah, he can actually like legit. Sing.
Jack Black's a very good singer.
Yes, that's true.
Keenan can sing no matter what.
Yeah, I don't know about Tommy Brennan.
Right.
Keenan, I would say, is a sketch singer, though.
I do.
He's a little above that, though.
A little bit.
Just because he's been doing it for 30 years.
But he can do what you need him to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the thing is, you've got two very good singers. You just fit the other three in a harmony, right? And so they can do it because the other two can hit the hardest parts of that song, which are really high.
Carry on, my wayward son.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so you're not a
Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Shake it like a
My kids are sleeping. My kids are sleeping. Calm down.
Well, you got to start it.
No. So that's what my thing, right? That's funny on stage, right there, right? But we are not. I wouldn't say that we're good singers, obviously.
What
Speak
I'm going to
for
say
yourself,
I loved this sketch, and what I loved about this sketch is it plays on something that is real, right?
Yeah.
Where you sometimes get put into situations because of the person you're with.
Yes.
Where it's like, hey, we're gonna go out with my work friends, and you don't know their spouses or you don't know their boyfriends or whatever, and you're stuck going, oh, I don't have a lot in common with these guys or whatever.
But then you end up having an orgy.
You hang out with different people than we do.
So the concept, I think, is worthy of like playing on. But then the way that they bring this together, I think is just I was having fun.
I was
with
having
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely,
And so-
this isn't the funniest thing I've ever
It
seen.
just
No,
had-
but
it's
I just
good.
loved it.
This is
I did
good
love it.
It had a
entertainment.
really delightful energy about
that's
it.
just it. It was almost Anchorman like level of just delightful, having fun, silly.
And there's the cut to when the women are talking, right? There's a few throwaway lines, but one of my favorite ones was, "I will give you $1 million if they're singing and dancing." She's like, "We get it.
Yeah,
you're
we know
rich.
you're rich.
That's a fun line.
Yeah, and then I also like the surprise too of Jane Wickline at the end too.
Who they never do her a service by putting her next to Slowakowska and Feynman.
Right.
Like she's 6 foot tall, literally, and they're like 4'11". So at least put her,
But
somewhere.
there's only like two other women,
I know,
though,
exactly.
and
Or,
Ashley
I
is
don't
the only
know.
one who's not short.
She just is so tall compared to them, because her and Ben Marshall have a scene together. I'm like, oh, that's normal
Yeah.
people.
It is kind of interesting though. This sketch really has no like traditional joke structure,
Right.
No.
Right? It's just being silly and having fun. But I don't know why, but it really worked for
Yeah,
me.
no, this worked
really,
very well.
I like this one.
Also, what is that tattoo on James Austin Johnson's leg?
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I didn't look
actually.
it up. I should have. See, again,
yeah.
this is bad prep, guys.
It's out there,
I think,
I
we
think.
all,
I
I think we
forget what it
all
is,
saw it. I'm like, what is that? It looks like a wizard or something. I'm not sure. It's a half melted Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Could be.
The Sorting Hat from Harry Potter.
It could be.
I have no idea. I will try to find it and report back.
All right,
But
I love that.
It's got to be somewhere. Maybe check Reddit. I bet you Reddit's been.
Reddit.
talking
yeah, I'm
about it.
sure somebody's
got it
Shout
down.
out to our friends on r/live from New York, because you guys are great, and our new friends over the pond r/live from London.
Uh-huh.
All right, it is time for
Wait,
weekend.
one more. I wrote down. I got excited and I pulled too hard.
Yeah,
that's a great line.
A couple of people broke with that one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, fine. It's time to move on. It is weekend update. Get your calculator out. Weekend update. We go through and talk a little bit about the sketches, what was working, but also the chemistry of the two hosts, Michael Che and Colin Jost. And we go with the Bradometer, which is Brad's rating scale from 0 to 100 on what that chemistry was like, what the jokes were
Do you
like.
remember what it was last week? Was it like 80?
It wasn't last week. It's a couple weeks
Or
ago.
was it 83 last episode?
Yeah, I
it was
think
83.
you and I thought it was going to be a little higher.
Yeah.
Because it was very good.
I'm gonna go. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm back to the well. I think that this one was a lot of good interplay. I think that it was Che and Jost ribbing each other a little bit, and I think Che was very silly this time. And so for that reason, I don't think it was as 83-ish. So I'm gonna go 81.
Yeah, I'm going to go 80.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I give it 86.
So higher than last episode.
Yeah.
Is it broken again, Nate, or are we just bad?
No, he's just dumb.
Fucking rude.
Like, it's just like, I think that's all we can say. All our listeners are thinking it makes no sense.
I wasn't gonna go that hard.
But what did Michael Che and Colin Jost bring to you this
Funny.
week? That you
Otherwise, I'm gonna 86
Oh,
for
funny.
Dameter. Okay,
It's funny.
loved? Okay.
that's it. That's all you got.
It was funny.
All right.
Colin Jost had good reactions to Che. Che was having fun.
Che was silly.
Yeah, it felt
was
like
very silly.
felt like a good little back and forth.
So I wrote down a couple things about the bits. The worst thing that could happen at the theater is a funny joke.
Oh my god, that
It's
was
a very good joke.
Such a good joke.
Scene here demoting a black general was very funny. And then the Institute of Harmful Stereotypes on Native American Gambling was great. That was good. And then, of course,
For me, what helped elevate it for sure was the
Sarah Sherman.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's get into Sarah Sherman as
I just feel like that's fine.
I'm sorry. What? What's going on?
It's just
he's bad at the number still.
I'm just like I just felt like
He's still recovering from the 86. It was like a punch.
and also like you often don't bring in the bits as part of the number.
But
as
this,
much.
That's what I said.
This is particularly about provoking Che and Joe. So when that happens, it creates more interaction.
All right. Sarah Sherman played Chrissy Noem's husband, and she addressed. His
Wait, is it an 86 because you're just sincerely that attracted to Sarah Sherman in this role?
Oh, I'm attracted to Sarah Sherman anyway.
No, I wasn't passing,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, is it because you find that version of her incredibly attractive?
No comment.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So she plays-
Brad or Nate. I feel better now.
By the way, the Brian Noem story, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That is bonkers.
But you know what?
Yeah, but okay. Defense of
Go on.
First of all, if there's anything that requires defense, it's the fact that he is like part of a party and group of people that criticizes people to do stuff like this and like discriminates against them, and the fact that he's doing it. That's what the big problem is.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely wouldn't kink shame him for what he wants to do.
There were some feedback online that are like, SNL went too far here.
No, that's the thing, though, is that's what's so great about this bit, and that's why I love it, is it's not making fun of him like he's weird for doing this. It's all about people reacting to him, and that's what the joke is. It's how they want to talk about it. Like, oh, do you want to say something about this? And it's like, no, because you can't say anything about it that isn't probably offensive and making a joke for the wrong reasons. This whole bit is about people not wanting to address it and make jokes about it, and because
they're afraid of kink shaming.
And by doing that, they're not making fun of him for doing it. They're making fun of the idea. And so the fact that Sarah Sherman's character is basically him in character, like doing cross dressing.
So the next part of this is that this happened in our country, Democrat Republican. This happened to the Republicans.
Right.
Okay. So of course nobody on that side is going to make fun of it.
Right.
Right. Therefore, the only people left that could make fun of it is the left. And the only thing they're making fun of is not the kinky part of it.
Exactly.
And that right there is the difference, because I know for a fact if it was reversed, then it's going to be obviously about the thing.
Of course.
So that's why.
Yeah. We always knew they were queer.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
it's going to be that kind of thing.
So this is a brilliant takedown by SNL. And then there's also kind of an in-joke too, because that one line that she says where it's like, she says it over and over again, but there's a certain point where it gets like, you tell me what's funny about this. Because obviously
I dare you to find one thing that's comical about this, she
the
says.
fact that you've got huge fake baloobs, which is just the best thing. It is funny.
Yeah.
And I know that if that's your kink and it's sexy,
but
I'm going to say that's funny, and I'm not going to feel bad about it.
I think, okay, then that's pushing back then, because you're saying, okay, that is funny, right? That you have that kink, right?
So like, if I have that,
no, but it's funny because like it's him and people like him are staunchly against people who express themselves.
Hold on. I'm calling myself out here a little bit. I'm saying that the bimbofication kink is funny to me. Like, I think that's, I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. And I would never chastise it or judge you for it. But the fact that there's two huge fake tits on a fucking 6'2" guy is just comical to me. So to me, that's funny. Okay,
so
fine.
You're not kink shaming, but you are kink laughing.
Yeah, it's because to me it hit like it's just a funny, the optics on it. That's a grown man with these huge, ridiculous sized breasts that I don't find ridiculously sized breasts on women attractive.
And you didn't find
that's like.
I thought
again,
that was a little part
why.
of the joke as well. I think they're
there
saying
is something a little funny about it.
Like to say you can laugh at this
like
a little bit.
There's a little bit, because again, I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. Do whatever makes you happy.
You keep saying that.
But you cannot out loud say that there's not something.
But that's what I mean, though. But
funny about that.
But even laughing at that, though, you're not laughing at the idea of the kink itself. It's just the idea that
no.
The idea that it's him and that's how he looks, and that's what,
exactly. I am not in my head. I'm like, if truly that's what you're doing, and it's two consenting adults, I support that. I think that's awesome that you found something that gets you off and it's safe and it's whatever. That's what adult play should be.
If it wasn't Kristi Noem's husband, would you think it was funny? It would just be a normal thing,
right? Yeah, that's
no.
That's their sexual proclivity. Now, beyond that, if I randomly saw a picture out of context of Pete Hegseth with triple gigantic melon titties, like in cosplaying them, would I laugh and think, yes, that's funny, and probably send it to you two?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
the context, what I'm saying is the context matters.
Correct.
Or Brad walks into the studio here with these big balloons under there.
Well, that's just my body.
That's just his body. Don't body shame either.
Yeah.
But no, that's the difference, right? Context.
Yes.
Context.
And there were some great lines in this one too. Is you got anything to say about a guy's baloobs?
I said baloobs.
And then cutting to what's her face and saying, "Did someone say puppies?
Sweater puppies?
Yeah.
Love that. Chumbawambas.
Was a good Party City Poppers.
Party City Poppers was very good.
I feel like these are all Brad's writing all of these down because Brad always has the best names.
Well, I sent a list to SNL. I was like, anytime you guys need a good replacement word.
And actually, I had that on Kalshi, so I won a lot of money.
Yeah.
Baloobs was in there. Wally the cue card guy with on the cue card, perfect.
Yeah, it was great.
there was so much right about this sketch, especially at the. I love the ending. Like, do you want to touch him? And like taking the balloon. Like,
I want to touch him.
That's a great. It's great, man.
Sarah Sherman is genuinely, I think, her legacy at SNL
is already done.
Has to
that's it.
Also include her time on Weekend Update.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's just one of the best.
She's probably. I mean, I'd say it out there. She's in the top 5 of Weekend Update.
That's a big compliment, but I think
it's true.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I think you're certainly
if
right.
Only because of the drastic difference between how they pull it off. You know, like because the bit can be the same, but it's how they do it that is super clever.
I'm comfortable saying that. I think that she's definitely in the top 5.
Just in the winter, the one where she was outside.
Exactly.
Like there's been so many just this season that she's she just kills it every time she's on.
She's just wonderful.
All right. Another Weekend Update segment. Professor Snape, played by Cam Patterson, inspired by real-world backlash against the casting of black British actor. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Papa Asidu.
There you go.
As Snape in the new HBO Harry Potter series. Cam Patterson appeared as his new version of Snape to comment. What did you think of this? It was good to see Cam Patterson get something to do.
Yeah.
Particularly that isn't just kind of a background kind of character. What did you think of this one, Brad?
Well, this bit actually is hilarious. It's very well done because it's commenting on some very legitimate things that are going to be problems for the casting of Snape as a black actor. Not because it's dumb that the character is, supposed to be white in the books, and like they've changed that, but it's because that change in how the character looks will put certain things in the books in a very different context.
So what do you do with that then?
Exactly. And there's some really funny jokes and observations here that like come straight from scenes in the book and stuff that when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, that is going to be really weird to have a black guy in the context of Snape in that scene or in that moment, whatever. And so this was written by somebody who like really took a look, knows Harry Potter, and came up with some really good like ideas of how to provide commentary on that. And I like that it was Cam Patterson doing this like normal persona of his.
They're not to talk like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Codius Switchum.
Codius
That was great.
Yeah.
The Proud Boy Who Lived.
Good.
No, this was just very good writing. And I hope Cam had a hand in this because from his perspective, I think that's it's going to hit you're right. It's going to hit a lot of people a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
It is interesting. So what is your take on that then? Do you think they...
I think that if it were any other character, it would make sense. But I don't, for whatever reason, I'm not sure
why they chose to try to fight that battle,
or just why they didn't think of like how things are going to get muddled when you have
muggled. I see what you did there.
I got you.
But,
you're so good at that.
No, because basically you're going to have a white character, Harry Potter's dad, essentially doing the form of like magic, lynching of a black kid for no reason other than he's weird.
Yeah.
You also have the whole like
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
You also have the whole subplot line of being pureblood. And the people who are the Dark Wizards exactly. There's a lot of things that are going to be real weird.
Well, yeah, and especially when like Blackrid was right there.
It is one of those things where
you cast Shaq and you're done with it.
The desire to
You're
be,
a wizard, Harry.
The desire to be diverse and have a more diverse, casting is a good thing. But sometimes I think we get in our own way.
This is 2 steps forward to take a big step back, in my opinion. Just because, Brad, to Brad's point, just make it like I love diversity. Put it somewhere else that it's not as hard to fight that online battle. Like you're just killing yourself for no reason.
One of my favorite ones, and this it felt like a deeper cut, was the fact is like there's one black guy in the movies, and his name is Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Good to see Cam Patterson. That was a good. Like I said, I hope he helped write this as well.
Yeah, it was very, very funny.
I think almost always I've seen, and we're recording this Sunday, and I have not seen all the writers for this, but almost always it's pretty traditional where the person that does the Weekend Update bit writes it, or at least co-writes it.
No, he's very, very good.
All right, moving on. The 301st Spartan, a parody of the film 300 centered on the 301st Spartan who did not make the cut to fight the Persian army at Thermopylae. Is that right?
Detroit, but yeah.
Again, shout out because our other podcast, Go Flix Yourself, big fan of Jerry Butts, so I want to get that in there as well. Shout out to Jerry Butts.
I mean, I like the idea for this sketch and really nothing else. It is a big pass for me. I think that this is, I would say, if there's going to be a cut for time, any cut for time would probably be better than this.
Yeah, this one, it felt dated in a way. Like it's like,
Yeah.
like it's almost like someone found like a sketch.
I'm not
300 is not a new movie.
It like fell behind a desk somewhere. I was like,
I feel like if it would have come out and Gerard Butler was in the sketch, it still would have not been that great. It's not.
I don't know. I'm thinking about Jerry Butts doing the speech
with young Jack Black
as Leonidas. Yeah,
young Jack Black.
It sounds.
He's got a dummy. Okay, now I'm in. Now I'm back in.
Especially thinking about
like School of Rock.
When Dismukes was after they do their like little song and dance, he's like, nice. Like I'm thinking Jerry Butts doing that.
Like, nice.
The funniest thing for me at the end was just the kid that got picked.
Oh yeah,
man,
perfect kid.
And by the way, when they cut to him, they smacked the shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'd hire him.
Yeah,
hire him again.
Good kid.
Yeah.
The other thing that made me laugh a little bit was the sizing issue of the shield, or the plate.
That's fine. That's fine.
I laughed initially, and that's right at the beginning.
Yeah, and then I'm like, there's not much more.
There's not much. Here.
Yeah,
until the kid came.
Felt like an old school sketch.
Yeah, it did.
All right, moving on. Airbnb superhost. This is the last sketch of the night. It's 10-1. Jack Black plays an obsessive Airbnb superhost who cannot stop inserting himself into his spring break guest's weekend. He physically cannot leave. Melissa McCarthy comes in this as well, very committed to the physical bit.
Now, I will tell you, Brad, Sarah Sherman was in a bikini, I believe, bikini top in this one. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm fine.
Making sure.
I'm fine.
This felt a little bit at times similar to a little bit of the Kathy problem in that Kathy was funny, but you're very committed to hoping that the thing you're doing, the physical thing or the repeating thing, is going to work.
Yeah.
Right? And it did work. I laughed, especially when Melissa McCarthy goes in.
I think that's
a risk.
Well, I think that's the only way that it works. I think that if Melissa McCarthy wasn't hiding behind that curtain to be the reveal, this sketch would have sucked.
But not just the reveal. She had to, I forget who was the new cast member.
Colleen.
Jeremy.
Yeah. If she would not have gone full in on that.
Exactly.
Like getting full on raspberries on his back.
And you knew the third one was not called for.
Yeah.
No.
And the cast didn't see it coming and was like, nope, don't do it. I can't.
Just her dedication to that kind of comedy.
Yes.
She just goes
From
for
the
it.
moment I saw Juergens enter the picture, I go, put the remote down, buddy boy. You're in for a treat.
So
Let's not take that one out of context.
Say it again. the moment I saw
Juergens enter the scene,
I put down the
remote and I said, oh no.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. That's how Ben gets ready to pleasure himself.
Stop.
As soon as he finds the thing, he's like, yeah.
My face.
You're in for a treat.
You're in for a treat.
My face is so red right now.
Talk to the third person.
Why am I
Ben's
embarrassed?
in for a treat tonight.
I don't think I've ever been embarrassed before. I think it's because this is the 10-1 and not Go Flix
As soon as I saw the Juergens come on.
Yeah, you just wait with that. I was going to move on, but Brad would not let us.
No, I called myself out.
As soon as I processed it, I was like, oh man, that is really good.
I'm a kind of a dummy, boys. Well, tune into our other episodes of Go Flix Yourself if you'd like to hear more of that kind of content.
That would have been the name of the episode if this was Go Flix Yourself.
As soon as that Juergens came out.
I found Melissa McCarthy delightful in here, but that was about it.
Yeah, no, I think she carried the sketch for sure.
Yeah.
There's not it's not a sketch without that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just whatever.
No,
But no, it was fine because of that.
All right, that's the episode. Didn't seem like a ton of sketches, honestly. I don't know if there was just too many long ones. Or
maybe they were just longer.
But what'd you think of this episode overall, Brad? Did you like it?
Yeah, no, I thought this was a pretty good episode overall. I didn't think
I thought people were kind of online again reading. People were really high on this episode. I thought it was good, not great.
There were five sketches after the monologue.
Yeah.
Is that a normal amount or is that
No, that's pretty low.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's pretty low.
and there was only the one pre-tape, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So sometimes there's two.
I'm willing to bet that it's because of the 5 timers thing.
Yeah,
and,
that was a
and,
long-
and because
yeah.
the sketch with Ashley Padilla was also
Yeah, so that's probably 20 minutes of the show
Yeah.
right there.
No, and you if you've got 9 sketches and all of them are 15 to 30 seconds longer, that's a sketch.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You get, So.
But no, all that to say, Sarah Sherman is my MVP. Like,
you're getting into MVP already. Okay.
I thought we were doing MVP.
No, I was just talking about
We're
what
just-
you thought of the episode.
yeah, we were talking
as a
about the
whole.
episode
Like,
as a whole, yeah.
Oh well, my MVP is Sarah Sherman.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
How about yours, Brad?
Well, I'd say my favorite sketch. I hadn't really thought about it actually, even though it's the main part of the show. And
Wrote it down this time.
I think that's a fair. If it's not Sarah Sherman, then it's Ashley Padilla.
I think James Austin Johnson can make a case as well. I think
That's fair.
Yeah, the country song and
Ernie
men
Johnson,
singing.
he did really
Ernie Johnson.
well. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I would give it to him if I had to think.
I'm just
through
saying,
a little bit
the
further,
Wayward
maybe.
Son.
But man, Sarah Sherman at the Weekend Update desk was just
She was great.
phenomenal.
No, she was.
Agreed.
She was.
I just think as a whole,
Yeah,
I think
it's
James
fair.
Austin Johnson had a great episode, and we don't often talk about him because he's got a little bit of the Keenan factor to him, where he's in so many sketches and he's
true.
so good.
Yeah, and so, but I think my favorite sketch is probably the Ashley Padilla sketch.
I think also Dismukes, you can make an argument because he was really good in the song. I think he was the best part of the song. James Austin Johnson was very good, but he was the best part, and he was also in the Wayward Son.
Colleen was in everything and did pretty well.
Yeah,
You know,
What was your sketch of the night?
the Ashley Padilla one, the workplace lunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
what was yours, Nate?
I don't know if there was
Office Lunch, country song, self defense.
I think I'm going to go with
Husband
the
Hangout?
Husband Hangout, but only because there was no 10 for me here in this episode. I think there was a couple 7 to 8s that were pretty good, including yours, Brad. But there was nothing that really stood out to me, so I'll go with the Carry On My Wayward Son.
Okay.
Office lunch for me.
What'd you say?
Did I say one?
No, not your favorite sketch. You didn't.
Oh, sorry. I actually am going with the pre-tape.
The song.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's because the turn of
And you know what? That shows
Dismukes.
that just goes to show you that this was a good episode.
Yeah.
It was not great, but good.
I'd say pretty
I don't
good.
know. I was actually not
Close to great.
yeah, better, like more towards great than good.
Pretty
Really?
damn.
See, you
pretty
guys-
damn good.
I disagreed. I thought it was good. I thought actually, if I had to actually say, I think the monologue I loved maybe even the best because I thought the song was really great.
So, see, because
I think it
going
was a lot of fun.
going sketch by sketch, including the monologue, you were pretty positive on all of them, except for the
that's what I'm
last
saying.
one.
It was good.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if it was as good as
There's
episode
seven
last year.
seven total things, and 6 out of 7 of them were pretty good. And you're like, it was just
No,
good.
it was good. So it was pretty good, but not okay. Which sketch was great?
Office lunch.
It was not great.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Well,
not
I
great.
mean, now it's a little bit semantical to talk like what does great mean?
okay,
Pretty
no.
great, pretty good,
Okay,
pretty great.
In would you put it in a top 10 list of this season?
this
This season, yeah.
this episode?
No, that sketch. Would you say that is a sketch that should be in the top 10 sketches of the season?
It would be in
Oh.
consideration.
Yeah, would definitely. Yeah,
No,
if
it's
I
not.
had to, I'd say yes.
It's
It's
not.
going
You
to be
guys
an honorable mention area because the fart one would go in,
Yeah.
and this will be the honorable mention on that.
All right, you guys are wrong, but whatever. Next week we got a new episode. Who's the host?
Coleman Domingo.
Do you think Domingo's gonna?
No, they killed him in the monologue.
Well, they hit him with a pan.
Ugh,
yeah, they kill him.
damn.
I think he walked out.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. He did walk out.
But yeah,
With
Coleman Domingo.
Anita. Has
What would the people know Coleman Domingo from? Brad?
More recently, you might have seen him in The Running Man. He's also an Oscar nominee. He got nominated for this past ceremony, but last year for Sing Sing. And yeah, he's
The Color Purple, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, If Beale Street Could Talk, The Butler, Lincoln. He's been in a lot.
so he's white.
oh boy, he's been in a lot of movies. And he's definitely had a rising profile in recent years. He's a phenomenal actor. And it should be a lot of fun to see him because he definitely can bring the energy.
So I do love when very serious actors get a chance to do this because that's how you get your Adam Drivers.
yeah.
That's how you find out that, oh my God, that guy's actually really funny. I'm hopeful for that.
But he has a history of sketch comedy.
He
though.
does. He does.
'Cause He was
He-
in the
he's
big gay sketch show.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he has-
awesome.
He has
then.
some sketch comedy
Okay.
background for sure.
So we're going to
for
see
2
some theater
seasons
kid energy maybe a little bit?
I hope so.
Gosh darn, that'll be a fun episode then. I'm looking forward to that.
No, I think I think he could potentially be one
Great.
of those guys that we maybe not even see coming and
Okay.
really do well.
Let's
Yeah,
just-
you're going to want to get the Jergens out.
Come on, man.
Is that the is there
End of the
only
show?
one?
Yeah.
No.
Let's not do this anymore.
Is that the
end of the show?
Are
that-
you doing your pants?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, they usually
Jergens is good.
they usually announce 3 hosts. They have not announced the third one yet.
No, because they only just announced Coleman Domingo during the previous episode. So yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week with another new episode. Let us know what you think. If you're listening on Spotify, you can comment.
We didn't have any mail or
We didn't
comments.
have a mailbag?
We did not.
Nothing. People don't care
Nobody
about-
cared about the
yeah.
UK episode.
Well, that's fair. That was the UK episode.
So let us know on Spotify if you listen on Spotify, YouTube, or Facebook, wherever it is. You can also send us a message to let us know what you thought. What were your favorite? What were your favorite sketches? Who was your MVP? And also, what kind of comments about the episode you want to be known on this podcast?
Yeah, we'll when we read them next time, we'll call them the Jergens Treat Hour.
Oh, come on, man.
All right, Brad, where can people find you online?
You can find me at /Rome.com, the /Rome Weekly Podcast. Also on Twitter and Blue Sky, Ethan Anderton is my name there. And, just
Go home.
have
Go
fun.
home. Go home.
All right, Ben and I are
You
places.
find me hiding in the corner.
with a bottle of Jergens.
Get out!
We'll be back next week. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Bye-bye.